Hi guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys which I believe to be the best possible Premier League starter squad for FIFA 21. Now I believe you guys will easily be able to get enough coins for this team if you complete the advanced SBC method that is obviously well known each year of FIFA, and if you complete as many of those SBCs at the start of the game, I believe you can build this team after not that long of a time. So first of all, I want to announce that in part 2 I used Callum Wilson and Joshua King and also Dukuri in my starter FIFA 21 squad. I want to announce I am an idiot and I forgot that they are going to be in the championship next season. So you'll need to scrap those 3 players from episode 2 and replace them with other players that could maybe have similar stats from the Premier League. So, in goals, we are going to go with Bravo. Now, it doesn't bother me which keeper you use. You can use any Premier League keeper in the game next FIFA for your starter squad. I've just went for Bravo because I feel like he'll be one of the cheapest Prem keepers. You know, he's just going to be very cheap. Then we have at the left centre back role Nathan Ake, who will indeed be in the Premier League because he is signed for Manchester City. So his card is not yet in the game, but he is a Manchester City player, so he will be in the squad. And then we have got Lindelof. So as you see, these centre backs don't have too much pace and they don't have too little pace because you don't really want to go and have a lot of pace in your centre backs at the start of the game because they're going to be very expensive. So Nathan Ake and Lindelof at the back. Let me open up my Twitch chat because I just realised that some people are in the stream, so they might have stuff to say. So I'll open up the chat. Then at left back we are going to have Van Aanholt, who I believe is going to be a very good left back, but I do believe he will be pretty pricey as he doesn't have the best defending and physical, but he's got the decent pace for the start of the game. And then at right back we are going to go with a silver card that goes by the name of Frederick. Some of you guys might know him, plays for West Ham, and he's got so much pace, so we'll be putting him at right back. You can pretty much get any right back you want, you can get Bellerin or anything, but I feel like they will be very pricey, so I've decided to go for Frederick. So you could probably stick a Sentinel on and he would have pretty decent stats. Then we are going to have on the right centre mid role Lo Celso, who is the Spurs midfielder. Now he's an 83 rated, so I believe he will be one of the more expensive players in this team, but he's got a pretty average card, and I think he could do the job at the centre mid. So we're going to have him there, and then in the middle centre mid role, we are going to grab ourselves Gabaman, who I believe is a very underrated player. I think this card could be very good in the CDM role with 80 pace, of course, this FIFA, and potentially an upgrade or downgrade. It depends on what FIFA are trying to do next FIFA, so just switch him around. It doesn't really make a difference. And then we are going for the deadly attack, but first I want to show you the left centre mid role, who I'm sure a lot of you guys could guess, and that is going to be Ndombele. I think this card will be very good at the start of the game, like it was last game. And as you see, we don't have too many defensive stats in terms of Ndombele or Kebaman has got decent. But yeah, you just don't have good defending with Ndombele. That's the only problem, and that's the only reason that I would consider maybe going for someone that is usable. So let's see what kind of players we would be looking at for the defensive midfielder role for FIFA 21. Sabai's got a decent card. No, he's not got the best card. So, for the defensive role, I wonder what we would actually be looking at in terms of rating and stuff and stats in game. And I think they're going to be very dear for players such as Ndidi, otherwise I would be putting him in. The Curry will obviously be relegated and unusable. This Lerma card actually looks pretty decent, but unfortunately Bournemouth are getting relegated, as I've already said. so he will not be usable. So instead, we are actually going to go for a card that has much better defending than Ndombele has, and we are actually going to go for the Sheffield Wednesday CDM, I believe. Just looking, Oriel Romeo's got terrible pace, so we're going to go with Berg over the main man Ndombele, just because I feel like Ndombele is going to be very pricey at the start of the game. And then in the left wing spot, we are going to go for Trezeguet. Now this is going to be one of the best attacks I think you could get for the start of the game in terms of cheapness. I'm going to get Trezeguet in there, and then we're going to get on 7 chemistry Diego Jota. You guys will see that he's been in both of the part 1 and part 2, and he's now going to be in part 3 because I believe he is one of the best starter cards with that 5-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves, and then you've got the incredible dribbling stats and averagely decent shooting stats. It's usable. And then we're going to have, you guessed it, of course you know, as already said, it's going to be your main man, Richarlison, who is then going to be in the right spot. This is just for chemistry reasons, of course. Stick yourselves an engine on him if you're playing him at Ram, Hunter. You're not really wanting to pay for a Hunter at the start of the game. If you're going to be playing him striker, I would just stick a sniper on him. Get that dribbling and shooting up as much as possible, because the pace isn't going to be all too important at the start. This full team will definitely 100% be 100 chemistry, and I think this is actually the best possible starter squad that you can get for FIFA 21 in terms of one league squads. So of course my hybrid squads are better. I believe that episode 1, if you guys haven't already seen that, I believe that is a better squad than this is. But the only thing that's making me disbelieve that and disagree is I believe that this squad is actually incredible due to the 5-star weak foot trio up top. So once it is a manager and loyalty applied, this full team will obviously be on 100 chemistry, as you guys will know. So what we are going to do is we're going to show you guys how you would play in game if you were going to play the most popular formations in FIFA. So if you're going to play the 4-2-3-1, of course you're not going to have the best passing on your cam at the start of the game. So we're going to have Trezeguet cam, we're going to have Richarlison at cam, we're going to have Trezeguet at Lam, Lo Celso at cam, Gabaman and Berge as our CDMs, and then we're going to have Richarlison and then Trezeguet, and then also Diego Jota up top, or Diogo Jota I should say. So he will be the only player that's not in 10 chemistry, of course. Now, in the 4-1-2-1-2, Lo Celso will be playing a very different role, and that is just down to the simple fact that I like to play one attacking centre mid, and that does not matter about defending or physical if they are playing on the right centre mid role for me. So getting the pace up as much as possible will be key, but you don't really want to go and use yourself a Pulisic or anyone else that's got a lot of pace, because they will be pricey and they do have awful shooting. So I believe having 84 pace on both Lam and Ram will be, you can deal with it I guess, if you had maybe a catalyst and an engine, or if you're going to go the full way out for the price, you would apply a Hunter. You might get lucky and buy one off the market that has a Hunter. So this is how you would play in game in the 4-2-3-1, and of course, like I said, Ake will then be at Manchester City, and everyone will be on 10 chemistry. So yeah, that's how it would play in the 4-2-3-1, which is possibly the most popular formation. And now I'm going to show you guys how I would play the team in game in the formation that I use. So I use the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. Apologies for the ear rape, I just need to find it. There we go. This is what I would use in game. I would go for Lo Celso as my attacking centre mid. I would have Berge as my defensive centre mid. Let me see his height. Obviously it's going to be a lot different when it comes to this FIFA, so I'm actually going to go for Berge as my CDM. If Ndombele is not expensive, I would 100% rather have him over Berge, but just down to the fact that he might be too expensive, I'm going to put Berge at that left centre mid role, and I feel like he might be better at CDM than Gabaman. Yes, so I'm going to be playing Gbamin as my left centre mid on stay back. Lo Celso is my right centre mid on get forward. Trezeguet is my cam, and then Richarlison and Diogo Jota up top. So there you go, there's the 5-star weak foot trio. 4-star, 5-star, 4-star, 5-star, and you guessed it, 4-star, 5-star. So that's the triple 5-star weak foot combo at the start of the game. I believe these 3 players might be a little bit of coins, but I think they will prove to be worth it, especially Diogo Jota, who has an insane card this FIFA and potentially an upgrade for the next FIFA. So there we go. I have 100% not used any players that will be in a different league come next FIFA as of this moment. So at this moment, none of these teams are getting relegated or anything. If any of the players are not in this team in FIFA 21, that is because they have moved to a different club. And then last but not least, if you're going to be playing the 4-2-2-2, if you're going to be playing this formation, not a lot of people play it, and I really don't recommend you play it with this team, because I feel like you're going to have Lo Celso having to play right cam, which is not good. You're just not wanting that. So yeah, I wouldn't go for that formation in game. But you can do it if you want, it's up to you. But there we go, that is the best possible starter team from the Premier League in my opinion. Of course, a lot of people might argue that Baye might have a better card than Nathan Ake when it comes to defending and physical next FIFA. But Ake actually wins on every single stat, including dribbling, defending, pace and shooting. Passing and shooting. He loses out on the pace and the physical. So I would recommend you can pretty much have any of your choice. If Baye is not too expensive, I would take him in over Lindelof, but I believe Lindelof has much better dribbling, so I would 100% take Lindelof over Baye. So then that's the squad, and I hope you guys do enjoy that squad, and let me know how it gets on for you. As of chemistry styles, basic on Bravo, maybe an anchor on Lindelof and Ake, because you're not really going to be able to afford shadows at the start of the game, so I don't think a lot of people will have shadows on those cards. Then you'll have a Sentinel on Fredericks and a Sentinel or an anchor on Van Aanholt. Of course, this would be in the 4-1-2-1-2 or the 4-2-3-1, because no one's going to use a 4-2-2-2 with this formation. And then as we get into the midfield, you would have yourselves an anchor or a shadow. I don't believe anyone will afford a shadow at the start of the game, so I would say an anchor is probably best for Bears. And that is the same goes for Gbamin, an anchor or a shadow, if need be a sentinel, because 80 pace might not be that bad at the start of the game. Lo Celso, Hunter or Hawk is possibly the best, or a Catalyst is maybe even better, or an Engine, any of those chemistry styles. And then Sniper on Richarlison, Sniper on Trezeguet, and a Sniper on Jota. Of course, it would be a lot better to get a Hunter on all 3 of those players, but no one's going to be able to afford a Hunter at the start of the game. So there we go, that is the best possible Prem team for the start of FIFA 21, and I hope you guys enjoy this team and enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Be sure to like, subscribe, peace.